If you're watching this video, you should have finished the CO2 holes. If not, please go back to the previous video and do so. Okay, in this video, we're really going to dive into creating your design. On this side view, we're going to draw the side profile of your car. So it's like you're looking at the car from the side. A couple of rules real quick. One is the CO2 hole, you need to have at least a 3/16 inch cushion around it. What that means is that no line should get closer than that. What happens is if you draw a line that's really close, say like that, that's your cut line. For later on, you're going to cut out on that line. If you do that, what happens most of the time is that you either end up cutting into your hole or later you end up sanding into it. So just make sure that that line is 3/16 or higher. Okay, it can't be any less. So as you see, it's good distance. I went through and I did a basic outline here, just doing the line command. You can do that. You can just use the line command. You can click on the lines and then hover over them, and the little white circles will appear. Those are actually adjustment points. You can take and adjust your car even after you've drawn it. So that's a cool feature. Nothing's ever really set in stone. You can always alter things in here. Okay, and if you mess up, like see that's getting all weird, I can just hit escape. So you can draw lines like that, and you can add things into them. So underneath our sketch tools, we have all these different things we can draw. Say I want to add a circle into my car, or maybe a curve. I'm going to click one point, click a second point, and then I'm going to pull down my curve and hit enter. Now I can go in and I can either click on this line and like delete it, but see how it deleted that section there? A better way to do it is to trim it. So you go to your sketch tools, go down to trim, and anything red will get removed. So it knows just to trim those and not the arc that I just added. So that's one way. And you can add in arcs, you can add in squares, you can add in circles, and you can trim everything. So that's one way to do it. But like I said, in this program, there's a lot of different ways to do one thing. One way that I like to do it is by creating splines. So you go to Sketch, you drop down, and there's a spline command. And I'll start over here, make sure that it snaps to this edge. Everywhere that you click, it's going to be a pivot point. So if I click right there, and just ignore the green line, that's just temporary, but you can see the other line how it pivots. So click, 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 click. What do I want to do here? So you can just see how I can adjust my car. Oh, and at the end I should have hit enter. So that's a good lesson. Unless you want to redo it, make sure you hit enter at the end. I hit escape. So at the very end, hit enter. I already had one student who had that same problem as well today. Okay, so really quickly, let's go ahead and draw another one. Okay, enter. Now it's done. I can grab these points and adjust. You can also click on the line and grab these little green points and kind of twist stuff. So there's a couple different ways to adjust. You can also add things in here and trim it as well. So this is a really fun part of this whole design process, is having the freedom to create a shape here. It can be whatever you want, it doesn't have to be what you've drawn in the past. I would say take your time on it, think about it, and get a good side profile drawn in. And then in the next video, I'll show you how to do a couple other things like add your axle holes